Yeah, I'm saved and I'm blessed. I done been put to the test. Pass, now it's on to the next. Tell me who you gon' check. Bossed up, sign the checks. Careful so you don't wreck. Saving souls, no stress.
How you doing, Legacy? I am Tiana.
I'm Nikki.
What's up? I'm Quad.
And this is Listen Up Legacy podcast for young adults, for everybody, really.
The youth.
For the youth, yeah. Quad, why are we here?
We're here to answer a few questions. Some questions that we feel like the youth and just young adults and even older adults can resonate with. I guess I'll start off asking you guys the first question. Since
I like the little flip around.
Yeah, since Tiana trying to make an interview about that. So,
All right.
So Tiana, how has social media influenced your relationship with God? Whether it be positively or negatively?
Oh, okay. Positively, I would say that if you go on my social media, you can at me at
we just put it at the bottom. Yeah, we'll put it.
But positively, I would say if you go on my page, if you go through my page, you know that I am a follower of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
I post about praise and worship. I post praise dancing videos and things. So you know that I'm heavily involved in church. Also, how has it affected my relationship with God? The positive way is I use the Bible app. That's helpful. Also, seeing other posts like about God, about and with Christians, with other young adults that are following Christ and young adults, and it's a way to get connected and things. Negatively, okay, for a while I was binge watching like CSI and all that because it'll show up on Facebook, and so I just get caught up for a while, and then I notice like it'd be
Time
for a while.
Yes,
Time
absolutely.
consuming. You get wrapped up in there, you realize an hour or two done passed and everything. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay,
Nikki.
So positively, I would say that it affects my relationship with God. I follow what I need to follow, and I delete what I need to delete.
Okay.
So I am following praise and worship because we're singers. We're following praise and worship, gospel singers, gospel artists. I'm following people who speak positively, no negative thinking. You know, I'm on Christian TikTok all day. That's when you pull up my TikTok. We on Christian TikTok.
I don't think I am.
I'm on dancing Christian.
I'm barely on Black Talk.
I think I'm on Black Talk, but
Black
mainly
Christian
it's
Talk?
Christian Talk for sure. My Instagram, we're singing, we're praise dancing. You see flags moving around, everything. So I try my best to follow positive people, and with that, it encourages me. Like if I'm following somebody, if I'm strolling on TikTok or strolling on social media, it always have something to do with like quotes from the Bible, and like, did you read your Bible today? That type of stuff.
Okay.
And it'll help me to log off. And
So it kind of
convicts you.
Yes, it convicts me for
Conviction.
sure. And I get off and go do what I gotta do for the time that I need.
So social media is kind of like your accountability partner.
It has to be, because I'm all, like Tiana said, I have my shows that I watch. I have my shorts that I watch. And
Them things are
so cold.
really, especially
So
on
cold.
TikTok. I think I'm following about
Facebook shorts got
3.
so cold.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm on my phone when I can be. It's not all day. It's not all the time, but when I am on there.
Yeah. What? Your turn.
Okay, so how has social media influenced my relationship with God? I think more so for me, I feel like in order to be able to reach a generation of young people, we have to put ourselves in a position to be able to show that we can have influence while still serving God.
That's good.
And so I think that the way it has influenced my relationship with God is kind of like making me want to be that successful Christian, to be able to present myself on social media, so that when young people or whoever come to my page, they can see that, okay, he's saved, he loved God, and he lit as a Christian. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to be of the world, like be in the world serving, you know, the devil or whatever the case is, going to the club, drinking, smoking, partying, to be able to be successful in this particular field. So that's how it has positively. Negatively, I think just like with anybody, you get caught up in stuff online and social media, and then sometimes even like just to delve a little deeper into it as a male, you kind of see like what other guys like your age are doing who maybe don't serve God, and how they can perceive to be successful and have, you know, the money and the cars and all of this kind of stuff. And so like just from a man's perspective, like it can kind of impact you negatively. Like, you know, I'm serving God, but I don't drive the newest Mercedes, or I can't go to the car dealership and purchase like 5-10 cars. But at the same time, like I said, everything is not for everybody. So that would be like the negative side of it. But yeah.
All right, question. Do you think that it's a generational thing of like comparing yourself? You think that's through social media? Because you took it from the standpoint of like being a man and seeing other men doing things and stuff. Do you feel like that's across the board? Like,
Yeah. No,
young
I think
people,
that
like,
comes with
that's a
social
new
media.
thing, or is that because of social media?
No, I think that's because of social media. We have so much information that's presented in front of us now.
Right.
It's kind of like you can't help but compare yourself to somebody else. Like, I mean, it's
Right,
what
look
you
at
see.
them. They're not even in the church. and
Yeah,
they're
like social media is everybody's news outlet, you know,
Right.
in a way. Like I know plenty of people who go to TikTok to get current news. Like when that whole thing happened, when TikTok was gonna be shut down, like a lot of people was like,
not
"This is
even
our
working no more."
news hub." Like,
That happened too, like with the plane crashes and stuff. It's like, this is the first I'm seeing of this. I didn't even see it on the news.
And it was live.
like TikTok tell us before anybody else did.
so yeah, I think it's a social media thing,
Yeah.
and I think as long as social media is continued to be like as prevalent as it is, I think it'll continue to be an issue that young people struggle with, because that's who uses social media the most is young people. And really being able to influence, if you can influence a young person, then you can really win their generation or their age group. So
There's a lot of
Influence
influence
is powerful
on TikTok.
nowadays.
All right, that's good. Second question. What is one misconception about church or Christianity that has made it hard for young people to stay connected?
I'll
Who wants
start.
to answer? Okay.
I start. That is boring. I think that's one misconception. I think in life, I think a lot of things are subjective. So I think, for example, if you don't like, let's say, mashed potatoes, okay, maybe you don't like mashed potatoes because whoever cooked you mashed potatoes
Didn't know how to make
didn't know how to make mashed potatoes.
Okay.
So maybe based off of that one experience, you now have put mashed potatoes in the category of like, I don't like this food.
Yeah.
I can speak for myself, like mushrooms, for example.
Still don't like
I don't like mushrooms, or I used to didn't like mushrooms.
Okay. When did you start liking them?
I had to cater for somebody,
when he cooked
and
it.
so I had to cook them. And of course, I didn't want to serve somebody something that I haven't tried myself, so I had to taste it, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't like I thought it was gonna be. Like the mushrooms. And the mushrooms I've had in the past that I was comparing them to were mushrooms that come from like fast food places, you know? And so it's like I was basing it off of that experience, and because of that, I was putting all mushrooms in the category, and it's a lot of different type of mushrooms. So
It's like it's a lot of different type of churches.
yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
Right.
You know, it's like Cinderella with a glass slipper. Like he went to go find her. He went to go try to shoe on all the girls to see which one was the right fit. You just gotta find the church that fit you. Yeah, you find the ministry that's for you. You get around the group of people that speak to your needs, and you work there. You know,
Right.
like every church ain't for everybody.
Right.
Right.
So, yeah.
You want to answer next?
I would say that they judge you based on your appearance.
Now, is that the church judging or the world?
church judging. Because it's about church, right?
Yeah, it's saying what's one misconception.
about
Yeah,
church or
I
Christianity.
can only speak on our ministry.
yeah,
We don't care how you come.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Come with some clothes on.
For sure. Respect the house. Respect the house.
it. Okay, but
But come
don't
as you
care.
are.
Jeans.
You know what? If all
I
you
think we're the only people that really took that. Well, I'm gonna say the only. We took that very much like come as you are, and we
Literal,
mean it. We
literal.
literally mean
Factually.
it. Come as you
Literal.
are. We're gonna show you
got
love
the
regardless.
white tee and your pants on.
Yeah.
Please bring your white tee.
Because that's the
and
first
your
thing
pants to
people
church.
always say is like, oh, I ain't got nothing to wear.
Right.
T-shirt, jeans.
What you wore to
Yeah.
work yesterday?
Right.
listen, ain't
Please
nobody
throw
gonna
your
look at you.
uniform.
Ain't nobody looking at you sideways if you come to
Right.
church with a t-shirt on, a graphic tee, and some denim jeans
What you
and some
got on?
flip flops.
A
graphic
Yeah, look, I got
So
look,
denim.
look. I can't tell you the
I got
last
on
time I
flip-flops.
put on a
Listen.
suit to come to church. You
It's
know,
hard to get this man in a suit.
It's not hard to get
It
me in a
is.
suit. It's just it's
really is.
occasions. You feel me?
Right,
Like
right.
occasions.
Special.
Right.
When I need to put it on, I can put it on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But yeah, like the graffiti, Kingdom Justice.
Shout out. Okay.
Yeah, like graphic tees. I got on my watch. I got on some chains. I mean, it's what it is.
Right.
If all you got is a tank top and some
It's not
swimming
even
trunks,
if you need a shirt. We
and-
got shirts.
We got shirts.
like and some flip flops, some come to Jesus sandals, whatever the case is,
Come
like
decent, okay.
it's we come as you are. Like
Right.
nobody's judging you. That's not what we're here for. We're not here to judge what you got on.
We're glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just
it.
glad you came.
I have two. Say them real quick. The first one being that all churches are money hungry. Now, y'all know the topic of money in church is so people go back and
Controversial.
forth. Very controversial. Like people go back and forth all day about money in church. But I honestly feel like if you've never worked in a church, like if you've never had to put your hand to the plow in church and actually been at the forefront of working behind the scenes, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't get mad at somebody for not knowing or having an opinion, but it's like people got a lot of opinions, but they've never actually worked behind the scenes. They just come on Sundays, get what they need, and they leave.
Yeah.
So it's like you wouldn't know.
I think to that point, I think it's like kind of like what I said a few moments ago. Like it's sometimes again you can have a bad experience at a church.
Right.
Because of that one bad experience you may have experienced or had, you lump every other church in that
Yeah,
category.
that's
And that's
true.
not the case. Because I'm pretty sure there are some churches out there who are money hungry.
Yeah.
But that's not the majority.
Right.
And then
It's
it's,
not
not
all.
fair.
I don't know if it's majority. That's not all. At this point, I don't know. It's
Like,
not
it's
all.
it's not fair to a ministry
Right.
to the same way someone doesn't want to be judged when they step into a church, maybe for what they have on
Right.
or for maybe what they've been through or gone through. It's the same way a church wouldn't want to be judged for the experiences you may have had
Yeah.
at another ministry.
good.
Like, and that, I mean, even that principle alone goes across like with anything like relationships or whatever. Like, I'm never gonna judge a person based off of what somebody else said. I'm gonna take the time, get to know the individual for myself,
Right.
and then come to my own conclusion based off of the relationship that we fostered ourselves.
Right.
So I feel like you should do that with churches as well. Like, I mean, because I know some McDonald's that have like a 2.5.
Rating.
We just talked about this. Yeah, you just talked about this with a
Wrong
student.
every single
Yeah.
time you go to that McDonald's.
But
You gonna keep
you're not gonna
going.
cut McDonald's off. Like,
Right.
you may not go to that McDonald's, but you still gonna go to McDonald's. You know what I mean? So it's like the same thing. Like, churches is a building where we come together collectively to help one another and encourage one another.
Right.
And maybe the church you went to just wasn't practicing those principles and doing those things. That don't mean all churches are gonna do that or treat you like that. So again, find the church that fits you.
Right. And I feel like the second thing I had, which you kind of tied into it, is that all church people are not looking to judge you. Like, I'm not bougie because I'm in church. Like, I don't
Right.
feel like I'm better than somebody. There we go.
Right.
I don't feel like I'm better than somebody
Yes.
because I'm in the church or because, you not. I'm in the church, you not, so I'm better. Like, no. And I think that's a big misconception when it comes to
Right.
people of God, when it comes to certain people of God. I've met some people, yeah, hey.
Okay, the next question is, have you ever felt pressured to present a perfect version of your faith online, how do you balance being real and being inspirational?
All right, Tim, I think you can start that question.
I'll start it. Okay. Have I ever felt pressure to present a perfect version of my faith? Yeah, for sure. Being the pastor's daughter, people automatically expect. Preacher's kids got
a
yeah, they got it bad. Wait, I take that back. I take that back.
If you were a church musician, if you were a church sound man,
I'm sorry. I'll hold that.
if you were
in the church to be
PK,
I may hold
nah,
that
not
church
any.
musician one.
It
So
ain't
sorry.
any.
I am
It's-
biased. So
it's
sorry. I'm
church
working on
musician.
it. I'm working on it.
It's the main ones: PKs, church musicians,
Right.
and sound team. Like if you work any of them
Sound
areas,
team. What they say about the sound? They ain't never heard
the
about
sound man.
team.
Ah man, you
I've
gonna,
heard
you gonna make me
about
pull it up. I ain't
all
know.
like
It's-
PKs for sure, and the musicians.
Yeah,
I ain't
nah,
heard
this
nothing
ain't-
about the sound. I heard about the
sound
usher.
team catches straight.
Yeah, the
Ushers.
sound. Yes, listen. I haven't heard any about ushers. The top three
I've
I've
heard
seen:
something about ushers.
They
PKs,
catch
musicians
straight.
for sure,
Yeah, for sure, musicians.
and then the sound team,
Okay.
the people
And I-
working the board.
So sorry.
And I'm pretty sure when you guys in the comments, you may have some. You may be able to help Tiana out and let her know
Listen.
what they say about the sound
Right.
team. And you know what's
Sound
crazy
team. That's
is
so crazy.
I fit all three of those categories. I'm a PK. I play the drums,
Right.
and I work sound.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm not. It's not. None of
Listen, I
those
play
are
that
me.
too. Well, I'm a PK, and you know, I play the keys a little bit, y'all, just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Guitar, just a little.
Them keyboard keys are good
Yip and dabble
dusty.
here and there.
No, she dusted them off last week.
But I forgot half
During
the-
rehearsal.
everything. I
Again.
did.
You
I
dust
did.
them off.
I
You dusted
did.
off a little bit.
Wait. Back to the question.
Don't play with her.
Pressure, yes, because of, I wouldn't say PKs in general. I would say just me
Mhm.
in general, with being who mom and dad is and stuff. And so I would be like, oh, I can't put, I would literally type something like, I don't want to post it because somebody may think this way or see it. That's how I used to be. Now I don't really care. I am who I am. It is what
Grown.
it is. You said what?
You grown.
100%.
I'm a lady.
And then how do you balance being real and being inspirational? I feel like nothing is so deep to where you lose your like sense of self.
hmm
Like, I'm not gonna walk and if I trip, just be like, oh my God, the devil don't want me walking today. It's
Right.
like, no, I just tripped. It's what
You're
it is.
just
Life is
clumsy.
life, you know?
Yeah,
Or maybe come,
yeah.
exactly. And so it's like, I don't think I'll ever be to that point where I'm just so deep all the time. It's like, you gotta have that balance, because if I walk up to somebody that's not churched and I go up to them and be like, start speaking in tongues, they probably gonna think I'm crazy or something. It's like I have to find a way to meet that middle ground
Right.
with other people.
Right.
And so you just be yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Bible say, wise men win souls, right?
Right.
It may not be wise to walk up to a stranger speaking in tongues. You just never know what could happen.
Right.
That person may not have ever heard of speaking in tongues. That's why I
Right.
say, wise man win souls. It's a way you go about things.
Yes, I have felt pressured. Giving I am a PKN law.
Period. Okay. PK in law.
Okay, new category.
Right.
Okay.
New category, young law.
PK in law. Speaking of PK in laws.
Oh man.
We're searching.
that out.
No, we're not.
I'm not gonna.
We're gonna keep it rolling.
Yeah, take that out.
You gonna leave that
PKN
in.
laws. We're searching.
what?
Put in your
I'm
application
gonna keep talking.
expeditiously.
Chat, because if you
chat is
don't hear
crazy.
this part, that means she edited the video
Okay.
to take out what she just did. Remember, she grown.
She grown.
So, as an adult, this is a perfect time for a little. Let me digress real quick,
Yeah,
just
that's
to
gonna be
teach
the
y'all a
last
lesson.
question.
Okay,
That's gonna be the last question.
when you are an adult, you have to be willing to accept the consequences of your actions. Okay, now.
Let the
Even though
streets
you
know.
may be the person that edit the video,
I'm taking it out.
As long as
I'm
I
taking it
keep
out.
talking,
I might take this out too.
and
while we
depending on
playing.
how long I talk, at some point, I go a long time. You're not gonna be able to take. So just accept what you did. Own up to it. You wrong.
We're taking applications.
You're wrong.
Listen,
yes, you gotta
a
go through
conversation.
steps.
That is a conversation.
You know what? Maybe
For
I
another video.
Listen, chat. One of our podcast, one of our podcast episodes, we just gonna grill Tiana.
Grill me is
Period.
crazy. That's fine.
Since she's accepting applications,
I'm-
we're gonna have a conversation.
Yes,
We're gonna call Tiana
Stop.
to the table.
Okay.
Sit and answer the question.
Okay, finish answering your question.
Okay, so being in the limelight, you know, we are praise and worship leaders,
Yes.
me and Tiana, and we're leading service and following in the footsteps of Miss D. You know, those are great shoes to fill. You
Mhm.
know, and you want to be as perfect as you can
In that area.
in that
yeah.
area.
Yeah.
In your ministry, and it was pressure at first, but we have grown into that area, and now it's more of a flow that we dash
Especially
out.
praise and worship.
Praise and worship, yes, it's more of a flow now. It's natural to us, so we don't have to worry about trying to look perfect, because this is what we want to do, and this is, you know,
This is who we are.
this is who we are.
Yeah,
It
it's what
comes
we
out
do.
of us
Yeah.
now. So that pressure has gone and left.
Yes.
Now it's more of wanting to encounter and experience God in that area. So yeah.
Okay. So I've never felt pressured to present a perfect version of my faith. If anybody know me personally, I can come across as nonchalant.
For sure.
So
Facts.
I'm that way with anybody,
Across the board.
everybody, online, offline.
Yeah.
I don't do what I do on social media for myself, I guess you could say, like to make myself feel better about my faith. I do it for one or two reasons: either to push, promote, inspire, or bring light to or awareness to certain things. It's never to make someone see me as this particular person or that particular person. Like when I post because it's what I want to post.
Yeah.
It's not,
Yeah.
I don't sit there and contemplate being like, man, if I post this, what people gonna say.
I just got there.
Now,
Like,
Okay, Tia.
just got there. When I say like this
female
year,
logic.
this year,
Female.
just got there.
nah, I don't even think it's female logic. I think it's just a personality thing. Like,
Yeah.
I think so.
Because
Yeah,
I was an
'cause
introvert most of my life.
I do that in person. Like
And
I-
I just never really post like that before.
Yeah.
if you ask me what I'm thinking, I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking. Sometimes without thought of like how you're gonna feel
No
after I
filter.
tell you what you know. But I mean, I feel like if you don't want to know the answer to something, just
Don't
don't
ask.
ask.
Yeah, don't
Don't
ask
ask.
quad.
Ask
I
quad.
feel like that's a phrase. Don't ask quad.
But you can, you know, because I'm gonna be honest with you, and in life, you need people who gonna be honest
do.
with you.
And
You
hold
do.
you accountable.
So,
You do.
so yeah, feel free if you have a question. Feel free to ask me.
If you want a
if you want
straightforward
the truth of the matter. If you want somebody that's gonna sugarcoat it, don't ask me.
Right.
At all.
Don't
That's
ask me.
facts.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I've never felt like I needed to present a perfect version of myself. I feel like as people, we resonate more with people who are authentically like themselves. Like,
Facts. Yeah.
if I go to church and I see you preaching about giving, but I know you like the stingiest person outside of church, I'm not gonna receive the message
Right.
that you're preaching to the people. Or like for example, if I know you're someone who has multiple girlfriends,
Oh man.
okay, I'm not gonna take
man.
relationship advice
Right.
from you. Like if you're not in a stable relationship, why would I take your advice? You know what I mean? So I feel like when you can be 100% yourself, like people can respect you more and they're willing to listen to you or take your advice. Like I'm not gonna go to the gym and listen to somebody who got small legs tell me how to get bigger legs, because you don't I don't want to look like Johnny Bravo.
You know that thing like
Yeah,
that's what it
like
is.
that's what I mean. Like as Christians, as people of faith, as believers, like, I think it's important that we can only do what we can and be what we are. Like, trying to be something different is just not natural. And that, you can see that. Like,
You can feel it.
Yeah,
You can be
like-
like, yeah, nah.
no, I'm pretty sure everybody can. That's why some people don't fool with other people, because
They know.
they know. Like you were just in the club Friday, now you preaching in the pulpit on Sunday talking about forgiveness, but then Monday you back doing what you was doing. Like it don't be adding up. And so I'm never gonna do that. Like,
Right.
and I never feel pressured to. I just feel like it's important to be who I am and who God created me to be.
It's facts.
So yeah.
All right, before we leave, I have not a question, but I want all of us to state what it is that we do in ministry and outside of ministry, and how we feel about church in general, or where we are in church.
Okay.
And the roles we play.
All right, go ahead. Start it off then.
Okay. Well, with the church, I am a praise and worship leader. I am. The title is media manager, but I don't really manage nobody but myself. So, media manager. I edit our videos. I record our videos. Dance. The praise dance team leader. It's been a while.
Gotta dust them
but
shoes off.
yeah, it's they've been in the closet since I sprained my foot. Right, yeah, praise dance.
That was a crazy
I
story.
don't think I do anything else. Yeah, I sprained my foot after choir. You know, that's another day. Day. But what else I do in the church? I do the commercials. That's goes under media. Events, decorate. Yeah, the whole shebang. With the school, I am the performing arts instructor. I'm also an administrator for the daycare and for the school. I handle all of our audits and everything. So I'm a lot of behind the scenes.
So it's
Much.
How you feel about?
How do I feel about everything I do? At first, or at times, I don't say at first because I'm still working on it. At times, it does become overwhelming. So I'm just learning how to pace myself. And then I mentioned this a little bit earlier, how I'm very used to be, not no more, very anxious and deal with social anxiety. So being in those areas helped me overcome that, and also prayer helped me overcome that. So yeah, I didn't say how I feel, did I? I feel I feel okay. I feel all right.
Okay, people.
I'm all right. You know, I'm learning. I'm still learning, though. I'm still growing in every area of my life, and I wholeheartedly believe that when you have a vision and when you have that driven and that drive, that anything is obtainable. And I have a lot of goals that I want to reach and everything, and I feel like nothing's too far out of reach that we can't have. And I feel like
okay.
I go next.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Nikki.
Hi,
On social
Nikki.
media platforms is Forever Joro.
okay.
Follow
Shout
me.
out.
All right, so in the ministry, I am a praise team leader. I am a praise dancer
Yes.
alongside with Tiana and the dancers. I am dance ministry. Go follow us.
I'll add it. I mean,
She'll
wait.
add it.
I might not add it. Not yet.
Okay, still go look at our videos. We could dance,
I gotta
y'all.
post some more, but yeah.
We really be
there.
in there.
I am dance ministry.
Yes, I am Dance Ministries. I am a youth pastor. I am alongside with Quad with the Children's Church. And I think that's about it in the ministry.
In school.
And in the school, I am a preschool teacher. I am the daycare director.
Yes,
I am
yes.
the daycare administrator. And I am a filler in whatever area.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Whatever area in the school and in the church.
Anywhere
I'm a filler overall.
you need somebody, call Nikki.
Call Nikki. I am willing to do it if I can.
Right.
I must say, I have always said, and I will always forever say, I love working behind the scenes in the ministry. Ministry is a passion for me.
That's good.
And you ask the family, the people who's closest around me, I'm pretty sure they feel the same way, that you gonna see me working in the ministry. I don't mind. It's something that I love to do. I'm a servant at heart. I guess that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I love
That's
working in the ministry.
That's it.
I like working in the ministry. There's no if, buts, or maybes about it. You know,
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay.
I love to do it.
All right. So, we back to me. So I'm I guess we'll start with drummer, media,
Yeah.
sound, graphics,
Preach.
you know, logos, websites, that sort of thing. Photography. What else? Some videos.
Events.
Some videos. Yeah. Cater, Drip Dry Cafe, opening back up
Shout
real
out.
soon.
All this shout out.
Um,
We gonna shout out everything, every little thing that we do.
The physical location again isn't open yet, but we do cater.
Absolutely.
We can cook you whatever it is you want.
Whatever.
You know,
Whatever you want.
No lie.
Listen.
Your imagination is the limit. So, you know, reach out for your next
We
event.
want you to
We're available.
experience what we experience.
Right.
Okay.
Aside from that, I'm a teacher, math, middle and high school.
Right.
I'm a business owner, Kingdom Justice. KingdomJustice.co is the website. Go ahead and grab you some merch. So yeah, clothing brand. I do websites. I do logos. I do music. I'm also an artist. I go by the name of Quad, QUAD.
Platforms.
Yep, all platforms. The latest song is Pray, Pray. You know, that's important in life, to pray. That's how we communicate to our Father. Let me see, what else? What else is there? I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a man of God. I'm the oldest child, or the eldest, I should say.
Right.
I'm a provider, a protector.
Okay.
A waymaker. Miracle worker.
Wow.
Promise keeper.
Wow.
You know?
I do keep promises.
Okay.
But yeah,
Back to the question.
How do you? My question. How do you
Don't remember the
feel?
question.
How do you feel about the roles with an S that you?
I feel like because we're PKs, we're the first partakers in our parents' vision, right? So because of that, it puts us in a situation to where we believe just as much as they believe, and so because of that, we wear a lot of hats in the ministry.
Yeah.
So knowing that, I feel fine with it. I feel fine with the work that God has given us to do. I don't think God would still allow us to be doing it if it wasn't something we were supposed to be doing. No matter what trials or tribulations we faced, we've always been able to overcome and kind of find ourselves on top of the situation.
Yeah.
So I think those are all, you know, testaments and things that show, like, you know, God is still with us, and we're walking in that purpose. So
That's good.
yeah.
That's good. I've always said that I believe, like, with our parents and stuff, when they have something, it is our job as their children to plug into it and to help push it, and to, you see the need and you feel it. And I like that we do have how mom keeps her ear to us, what's current.
Just want to say the streets.
No, not the streets, not the streets. She keep her ear to what's current and asks us our opinion about what we think and stuff. And I know that's not what's the word I'm looking for? Common to find. I'm not gonna say an older.
You already said
Before
it.
us.
The generation before us, or before y'all.
2 generations before you.
Yeah, asking our opinion and what we think, and then actually implementing what it is, the ideas that we have and everything. So I'm glad we're able to freely do
Have a
that
voice
here.
as well. Yes.
Now, before we close, I want to say this: if you're looking for a ministry, if you're looking for somewhere to go,
That's good.
come pay us a visit at Kingdom Power.
I might put some music.
We're not gonna,
Church music.
yeah, we're not gonna judge you.
At all.
Come as you are. Just show your face.
Show up.
I'm not
Listen,
asking
if you need a ride,
to.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we do provide transportation.
transportation.
You know,
Yes.
all you gotta do is say word. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be like too last minute. You know,
Not the day
a
of.
little.
The night
The
before
night
is
the
okay.
day before. Let's do
Yeah,
a day before.
Day before is cool.
Because night before is still might be a little like, oh my god.
Yeah, you might not get no response. But
Day before, yeah, we got you. We got you. We got you.
yeah. Like you heard it from us, so I y'all heard me say earlier. I do keep promises. All right, if you need a ride, we're more than willing and able to come get you. And if we can't do it, then we'll find somebody who can.
baby.
Somebody who
You know
could.
what I'm saying? So if you need somewhere to plug in, tap in, come pay us a visit. We start church at 10. We
I'm gonna put the
end
details
like
in.
at around 12. So I know some people feel like back to one of them one questions, like a misconception. We don't be in church 4-5 hours.
We
okay?
don't
You know,
be
we
in
just found
church
out
that long.
though that some people
Today.
like today we just found out that it's some churches that start at 12
That's wild. Listen.
or 1.
We don't be in church that long.
I'm trying to go to sleep by that time.
I'm trying to say that's nap.
This word that's being taught is that spiritual nutrition that you need for your spiritual body to function
Yeah.
through the week. Anybody that work out know it's important to take those supplements. Coming to church on Sunday is a supplement. You get that supplement.
Then you be around like-minded people. That's important.
Yeah.
You feel like you're on the boat all by yourself. You
Yeah.
got some people we understand.
Yeah. So come pay us a visit. Again, I'm not saying when you come you gotta pledge to be a member, nothing like that. I just want you to get fed as good as I'm getting fed. You know what I
I
mean?
will say this too. We don't do
No
like
gatekeep.
all new members stand up.
Yeah.
I know some people don't like that. Like
Or
Yeah,
visitors.
remember if you all visitors.
Visitors.
Yeah, please stand
Got
up
something
and
to
everybody
say?
turn to look at you, and we don't do that. Okay.
Now sometimes I will acknowledge your presence though. Like
Oh, all the time.
All the
All
time.
the time. We're gonna
Yes.
speak after,
But-
We're gonna greet you.
but
I ain't finna call you out.
We ain't gonna make you stand up in front of
It's-
everybody.
Even if I ain't seen you in 5-6 years and you decide to show up, I ain't gonna call you
Where
out in
you
front of
been at?
everybody. We ain't doing none of that. Ain't that deep. I'm just happy to see you. Glad you're alive and doing well.
Yes.
Okay, so with our closing remarks, listen up, Legacy. As long as you,
you have to get our whole look along with our closing remarks. No.
as long as, just know, not even as long as, I want you guys to remember to be yourselves. All right, be 100% yourself,
Yes.
who God made you to be.
Mhm.
Stop trying to be like everybody else. The shoes that they wear may not be the shoes that you need. All right, God has graced
The
you
same
and given you.
size.
Yes, some people wear half sizes.
Ain't that
God has given everybody a different gracing. All right, and I just want you guys to remember to be yourselves. Like,
That's good.
present who God made you to be,
I like that.
and not nobody else. Because everybody can't be quad.
Period. I don't think I've ever met anybody that like you
Ever.
Me neither.
in my life.
If y'all do, let me know.
27 years old. But yeah, catch us next time. We haven't decided what we're going to talk about next time.
Yeah.
But
Tiana.
catch us next time.
Yes, we did decide.
We're not talking about
We
me
did
on the next
decide.
time. It's too
Yes, we
soon.
did.
It's too soon.
It's never
Hey.
too
We need
soon.
a couple episodes
listen,
in.
Never
No.
too soon.
Listen, for those watching, if you feel as though our next episode should be about
That's
Tiana.
wild.
Miss Tiana,
Or
let us
hear me
know.
out.
Let us know, or throw some other
Get to know
suggestions.
us. How about that?
Throw some other
Okay,
suggestions.
get to know us.
Get to know you, or some other suggestions.
To get to know us. How about you guys throw out some questions you would like to know about us?
Yeah, that'll work too. That'll work
And we
as
can
well.
answer
And
your
that could be
questions.
even as like
Or
young adults,
questions.
Christian folk,
Yeah.
Questions.
anything.
We wanna
Stop
hear from
pointing
them.
at me.
We gonna do pop the balloon.
No, we're not. All right, y'all have
Y'all
a
know audition.
wonderful night. We're not doing that foolishness.
Are you blushing?
send in your application if you want to be on the episode.
Yeah, I'm saved and I'm blessed. I done been put to the test. Pass, now it's on to the next. Tell me who you gon' check. Bossed up, sign the checks. Careful so you don't wreck. Saving souls, no stress.